Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Podcast, where we empower both new and experienced entrepreneurs, high performers, business owners to overcome the challenge of work-life balance, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, and build new habits, new routines, new rituals. I'm your host, Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is one thing that changed everything. I experienced something very phenomenal recently. I've always lived with my limited belief. My limited belief always hold me down because I wasn't getting better. I wasn't improving my life. I wasn't making progress. I wasn't growing. I wasn't developing my habits, my routines. So I was living in the same cycle, in the same loop, with the same habits, with the same thoughts, with the same belief, and I always wondered why things are not working out good for me, why things are not changing, why am I not getting better, why am I not achieving anything, why am I not getting any wins. So I always had this negative self-talk and this negative self feeling too, because I always thought everything will be just like now. So I didn't believe that I can be successful. I didn't believe that I can be an entrepreneur. I didn't believe that I could be a successful software developer. But as soon as I made just one change, I just seeked for one achievement, one win, and that changed everything. So I learned a lot. This lesson teach me a lot about how to be successful. And once you make success, once you achieve something, once you get a win, you can do more, you can achieve more, you can be even more successful, you can succeed in multiple areas in your life. So 2 weeks ago I hit 100 downloads on various social media platforms in my podcast. So I felt like my podcast wasn't growing, I wasn't making progress, but I was so surprised. Suddenly I hit over 100 downloads, and this changed everything for me. I always thought this podcast will not work for me. This will not grow. My negative thoughts were always telling me that you will fail. This is not a successful project. No one will listen to you. Nobody is interested to listen to your content. So I always had these negative thoughts and unlimited or limited belief. But after I hit those 100 downloads, I felt different. I viewed life from different perspective. I was telling myself, why was I feeling like this? Why was I paying so much attention to those negative thoughts? Why did I fuel those negative thoughts with so much energy, constantly, every day, all the time, at the gym, at home, everywhere, when I was visiting friends, always thinking negative, always thinking limited about my life, about myself. And I think so many entrepreneurs, they live this experience too. They have the same thoughts, they have the same feelings when they work on their projects, on their tasks, on their businesses. So many entrepreneurs, they struggle a lot with this internal process where you feel negative, or you get negative thoughts or self-doubts, or you get those thoughts that tell you that, oh, your business will not work, you will fail, this is not for you, you are not meant to be a successful entrepreneur, you are not like others, you are too young to win. So you get so many thoughts, you become like bombarded with so many thoughts. Why? Because you keep consuming those thoughts, consuming energy to those thoughts. You keep paying attention to those thoughts. You keep consuming so much energy on those thoughts. You give them so much value. You focus on them. You accept them in your life. You care about them. And those thoughts, once they control you, once they become a part of your life, you are lost, my friend. You have no control of your life. Like even the positive thoughts, even when something good happens with you, when you enjoy life, when someone tells you something good, or when you do good things, you don't feel enjoy, you don't feel happy, you don't feel like you're progressing. Why? Because you have programmed your brain with those limited negative thoughts, self-doubts, or feelings of fear or anxiety about your business, about your entrepreneurial life, or about what other people say. Oh, speaking about other people, I'm definitely sure that among the people that you are surrounded with, whether friends or family members or relatives, I'm definitely sure that some of them, they come to you with different talk. They tell you that go find another job, this is not for you, you are not meant to be an entrepreneur, your dad wasn't an entrepreneur, no one in your family was an entrepreneur, this is very hard, this is too risky, you're getting older, you will not succeed, the economy is bad, or it's very hard to make money. Go find a normal 9 to 5 job and guarantee your salary. This is not good for your health, you will feel lonely, boring, all that. So they come to you with all those negative talk, and you believe them. Sometimes you accept them, you go back and you think with yourself, are those people are correct? Is this really for me? Can I be a successful entrepreneur? Man, this is too hard. So you start to get those thoughts, and those thoughts controls your feeling, they control your mindset, they control even your habits. Because when you are bombarded or surrounded or controlled by negative habits and limited belief or negative thoughts, you start to go with a low energy, with a very slow flow. You're not so productive, you're not excited, you don't enjoy your work, you don't wake up in the morning feeling enthusiastic, excited about the thoughts of your goals, about the thoughts of your dreams, about your vision. So you accept those thoughts, you accept those limited beliefs, and when they become a part of your lifestyle, so your performance decreases. You're not so energized, you're not improving, you're not building very good habits, you're not even improving your current habits. Instead, you keep falling back to your old bad habits, to your old patterns, those patterns that Ed Milet and Tony Robbins, they so often talk about, those patterns that we have built in our life before, and those patterns, they run in autopilot in our life. They prompt us with so many different negative thoughts. They make us believe that we can't be successful, we can't achieve our goals or reach our dreams, we can't be an successful entrepreneurs, we can't achieve something great or big in our life. So when you let those people convince you with their negative talk, or when you embrace or give so much attention to those negative thoughts and feelings and limited belief, they impact your performance, they impact your entrepreneurial life, they make you slow, they make you rethink all the time. You always constantly, when you sit somewhere, you think with yourself, you start to tell yourself, is this for me? can I succeed in this? I think this is going to fail. Or I'm not meant to be a successful entrepreneur, or I'm not meant to be a successful coach. So instead, what successful people do is they do whatever it takes, even when it's unknown, even when their goals, their future, their dreams are unknown. They don't see them in the reality, they don't see the actual picture of achieving something. But what they do is, man, they work very hard. They do whatever it takes, even if it's unknown. So many successful and researchers, they talk about unknown. So many people, they're so hung up with their unknown feeling and perspective of life. They always think that if something, or they always believe that if something is unknown, if something is not actual, that means it won't happen, or they won't achieve their goals, or they won't reach their dreams. Or they start to say, oh, other people, they succeed, they are unique people, they're extraordinary, I don't know, they're different, they're special, they're clever, they're smart. When they look at successful people like Tony Robbins or Elon Musk or Steve Jobs, they start to convince themselves with things like, oh, those people are very unique, oh, those people, they were born in a different year, or they had money when they started, or they were born among a successful, clever family or talented people. So they come up with all these excuses. But extraordinary people, successful entrepreneurs, they don't think like this. They don't give attention, and they don't care about all those limited beliefs, all those negative thoughts. What they do instead, man, they work very hard just to make a small win. They sprint, they go with a very fast pace, they work very hard, they do whatever it takes, they take actions, they build habits, they constantly seek to improve their current habits. They're like crazy. They wake up in the morning with positive, so much energy in their body, because when they wake up in the morning on the bed, the first thing they do, they visualize, they imagine how it feels to wake up in the morning and they have achieved their goals and they have reached their dreams. How does it feel to wake up in the morning and you feel so happy, you feel so excited about what to work, about your tasks, about your projects on your to-do list? Those people, when they wake up in the morning, they think, they visualize their vision, what they're going to be, what they're going to do, where they're going to end up, even if it's unknown, even if it's imagination, even if it's thoughts and feelings. But they practice, they do this daily practice. They start with good habits. Average people, they wake up in the morning, all they think is, oh, life is boring, life is meant to be like this, I'm normal. They go and prepare a breakfast, or they just make a coffee and they just sit down or scroll on their mobiles, or spend time doing something different, not productive, not efficient. But this is not extraordinary. This is not successful entrepreneurs. Successful entrepreneurs, they start their day with visualization, and then they start with good habits. All they think, the first thing they concentrate on is their very first good ritual, their very first habit that is part of their morning routine, and they start to work. So those people, no limited belief, no negative thoughts, the unknown, no one can overcome their mindset, no one can hinder them, nothing can stop them. And this is what I want you to be too. I want you just to seek, just to make this first win. I swear God, once I hit over 100 downloads in my podcast, everything starts to work for me. I changed the way I saw or view things. I changed my thoughts. I changed my feelings. I changed so many habits. I improved my habits. Today, for example, I started my day with the morning routine. Then I started to work. Then I took a cold shower. I did my meditation, my morning routine. And then I did my gratitude, my visualization ritual. I went to the grocery store. Before, I used to spend or waste at least 1 hour buying grocery store. Today I went to grocery store. It took me less than 30 minutes. So I went to the grocery store to buy my groceries, and I bought for a whole week grocery. So I spent only 27 minutes, like less than 30 minutes compared to before. I used to waste at least 1 hour buying grocery. So I went and bought all my grocery and came back home, and then went to the gym, did my evening routine. Just like the grocery store, I did it very fast, didn't consume so much time. Came back home and did the rest of my rituals for my evening routine, and then I started to work and felt so happy, progress, and felt the momentum is going on in my day. So this is what successful people do. They seek, they strive only for the first win, just to make a small result, just to make progress. This is like a daily process. This is a weekly, monthly process. This is not just doing it for a day or a week and then give up. They do it constantly. They stay consistent. So they strive for just making a small progress, just to get the momentum. And then when successful people make their first win, they work on making more wins to achieve their weekly goals, their monthly milestones. And then at the end of their 6 months or their year, they achieve this big goal, this big dream that they have set, planned, or scheduled for their New Year resolution. So this is what successful people do. They strive for their first win, because the first win will change everything. I know as an entrepreneur, when you are working on your business, growing your business, and hitting your goals and reaching your milestones, you get those negative thoughts or limited belief, or you get to think sometimes, oh, things are not working today, that means I'm failing. No, man. When you make progress, when you achieve something, even if it's small, this will boost your energy. It will generate energy in your body, so you will become unstoppable. You will succeed. You will work harder. You will save more time. You will eat healthier. You will build new habits and improve your current habits. And this is how successful people, they become successful in their life. See, this is something I did not know before. I swear to God, I did not know. I always thought things will go just like this, that I will not see any wins, any achievements or accomplishments in my life. But once I hit those 100 downloads, and thanks to you guys, this changed everything. I'm looking and viewing life from different perspective. Now every day I'm excited, I'm so happy, I'm energized, I'm active, I'm working hard, I'm taking rest, recovering my body, visiting my friends, and I'm feeling so happy and proud when I look at myself on the mirror that I did whatever it takes to build and grow this podcast. So That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode, and I'm willing to publish more episodes to help you as an entrepreneur to break through, achieve success, and reach your happiness in your entrepreneurial life. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.